Right guys, question 11b. Now this question, once you've done part A, should be quite simple. What you should notice is that this shape is a reflection of this shape in the vertical axis, i.e. it's this vertical line here, and it's the shape here is been formed by that shape being reflected in the axis. Let's get that a bit more clearer. Now what you'll notice is that this shape is very similar looking to that shape, but it's a reflection. And what that does is, if we're trying to work out the perimeter, this length here is no longer counted, as not exposed to the surface. So what you notice is that the actual length that you count is the 8 here, which we know is the length 8. There is also a length of 8 here. Okay, so there's a length of 8 here, a length of 8 there. Now we already worked out before that all these small lengths here add up to 6. So this whole side here should also add up to 6. So this length is 6. Again, we notice that this side here should also add up to 6. Notice that I'm not counting this 6 here. It's no longer exposed to the surface, so it's not part of the perimeter. But what is part of the perimeter is this, the reflected side. And again, all these sides here are 1.5s, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4 lots of them. And this again adds up to a total of 6. Right. Now, okay, so we worked out these sides as well. How about this side here? Now again, what we have to do is add up this, 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 and this. These are the small widths of the steps, and we know these are 2 from the previous question. Now if these are all 2, then the total width of this shape here will be all these 2 added together, and this, hurrah hurrah, adds up to 8, and this also adds up to 8. So what we notice is we see a lot of familiar numbers, and that's expected because all we did was reflect the shape, and now all we need to do is add up all these lengths and widths to get the total perimeter. So we add up 6 plus 6 plus 8 plus 8 plus 8 plus 8 to give us, now this should, when you work it out, should give us a total of 12 plus 8, which is 20. 20 plus 8 is 28. 28 plus 8 is 36, and 36 plus 8 is 44. If you're having trouble with that, you can take time, pause the video and work that out, but it should be simple. And what you must not forget is your units, guys. Do not forget the units. So the total perimeter here is 44. Now moving on to the next question, we have that find the area of the right angle triangle. This should be very simple. Although the diagram looks quite daunting at times, it's not as difficult as it looks. What you need to do is just remember how to calculate the area of a triangle. If you remember that this triangle here has a length of 6 and a width of 8, at the moment you don't need to worry about the 10. So what you do is, you've got your triangle, I mean any old shape will do, and you know that this is 6 and that's 8. And you know that the area will equal to the base times the height. Now the base is another word for saying the width, right? And the width is just this width here, and the height is obviously this here. So the question is very simple. Now what you realize is that if you work out the base times the height, then the area should just be 6 times 8, where 6 is the height and 8 is the width. But what you have to do is, because the actual formula isn't just the base times the height, but the actual formula that you need to work out for the area of a triangle is what I call b times h over 2, i.e. the base times the height divided by 2. And in this case, the base we have is 8, the base here. The height we have is 6 there. And we just divide by 2. And what you actually get is 48 divided by 2, which is just 24. Again, let me go back to the question and check my units. And the units here are centimeters. So you cannot forget the units, and the units are centimeters, so make sure you put that down. Alright, centimeters. So the key trick that I just wanted to summarize about these questions is to draw the diagram out, simplify the question, and move on.